already, right?
It's that time.
All right.
All right, no mai, haere mai, no mai, ki oti poti Aotearoa. Hello folks, welcome to Dunedin, New Zealand. We are bringing you game 2 of this weekend's NZIHL action. The Phoenix Thunder hosting the Canterbury Red Devils. I'm Matt Whiffen, I'm joined by
Matt Chavez.
Thank you for coming down from Christchurch,
No
Matt.
problem. It's been an interesting weekend so far. Hey, the All Blacks won today, so good things happening here in Dunedin.
Yes, and, spoiler alert. Sorry if you've watched it later on.
Yeah, sorry about that. But with the overtime win yesterday by the Phoenix Thunder, it was a fantastic show, and I hope we get just as good a show tonight. It was some fun hockey to watch. Had a great time, and it worked out for the home team in the overtime.
Yeah, it did. I was in the crowd last night, and it was a very exciting finish. It wasn't a greatest weather-wise yesterday, but it certainly was a stunner of a finish in the Ice Stadium here in Dunedin. We've got a team that's desperate for a win tonight, the Canterbury Red Devils. They need to win every game from here on out, Matt.
Almost every game. They need at least 4 and then a tiebreaker of some sorts, and they've got 5 games left.
Yeah.
Dunedin has 3 games left, so they went out last night. Unfortunately for them, that's going to make sure that their season ends in the regular season, but it's actually impressive that so many teams were eligible so late in the season. It's been a closer run. The Red Devils have 5 games left, 3 against the Phoenix Thunder, and then 2 more against the Stampede, and they're going to need a run of play here to catch the Admirals as they won last night in Queenstown.
Yeah, that was a turnout. The Admirals pushing for that 3rd spot, and they did well up there in Queenstown. As we turn our attention to the ice, we'll get ready for puck drop in just a moment. Yep, it's not impossible for the Red Devils, Matt, but it is a steep hill to climb, and tonight begins that ascent. They've got some good news in the form of missing Paris Hyde.
Oh, and was that for an injury then, I take it?
Not 100% sure, but he's not taking the ice tonight. So Thunder without Matt Enright, who's away sick, and Paris Hyde for I haven't got the reason. But it certainly will weaken the power, the strength up front for the Phoenix Thunder.
Yeah, Paris had a brace yesterday. He had the overtime winner and the first goal as it was rescored off of Charlie Lilly's one-timer.
I think Charlie Lilly will argue with that one into the long hours of the night about that one, but he isn't in the record books there. Looks like Toby Shook is starting in net for the Dunedin Phoenix Thunder, and Timothy Carey has got the start for the Canterbury Red Devils. Jackson Flight, and we are underway. Lang won the face-up, but it's been turned over into the neutral zone. And the first whistle, 9 seconds in.
Yeah, it looks like that went out into the Thunder bench over there, just on a kind of a deflection by Lang.
Number 1 is Mr.
Josh Lowe.
Josh Lowe.
Yeah.
Trying to work that out last night, but I didn't have the benefit of all these team sheets last night. I'm in the crowd.
You can't tell the player without a program, they tell you in a baseball game.
The Devils bring it in with Jacob Carey. Trying to go through Wilson, who didn't allow him to get by, and Shook will get the cover.
And for those viewers who didn't see it yesterday, Carey is first of all, Jacob Carey, brother of Tim Carey, goalie. That's important. And then Jacob, in from North America, last night scored in what was it must be a record after the prior goal.
I was sort of not paying attention. The shot there goes past the far post, and it just happened in a flash. It was 1-0 before you could blink. It was 2-0. Watching him this year, he's a special player, Jacob Carey. Shot there goes into the glove of Toby Shook.
Yeah, Sean Brown, that's unusual for him to take a shot right in the middle like that. He usually tends to lean to the outside, and this time just starting to rip it right away. I think the Red Devils were frustrated yesterday.
Yeah, they had a lot of dangerous opportunities. Here comes Chris Eden looking for point. In behind the net. And to the point for Brown. Tried to pass that across, but blocked by the Thunder player there, Jack Lewis. Picked up by Darling. It's still there. For Lewis, who shoots. A bit of a rebound, but cleared out by the Red Devils. And out down the far end. So the first man there is going to be the Red Devils player. Gets a shot and kicked out by Toby Shook. Tane Allen on the ice. He's returned from injury for this weekend's games. Funny bounce for the Red Devils. Gallimore fires it across ice. Works its way through, picked up by Charlie Lilly. Hard around the boards. Kept in by the Red Devils, who chuck it back in down low. Tane Allen will collect it, trying to work it out to the half boards for a breakout. Red Devils doing a good job here, keeping the puck in. Quick turnaround. Just away from Gallimore. And watched it go for an icing.
That's an interesting, careful play to start this particular 2.5 minutes. There's been the opportunity up against Tim Carey knocking that to the side, but otherwise just some feeling out going on, which is a little surprising after yesterday's game that was just gung-ho, at least in the first period.
Yeah, that first period was all action yesterday. Darling fan on a pass and it's been turned over. Tappan will try and work it forward, but good read by Morgan Blair. Finds Orders. Can't get a shot off though. He's hassled by a couple of defenders. And falling over was one of the Thunder players, and a shot there, and Toby Shook just flicks the glove out.
Yeah, Liam Gallimore has a heck of a wrister there. He chose the far post, but the glove was up to the task there. Shuck saw it, but the defense is going to have to be careful. That was an interesting fall over at the wrong time there for the Thunder.
Yeah, just caught on the edge, and it leads to a clean breakaway. A shot there goes off the legs of Thunder defense. Ellis trying to work his way into the zone. Fighting off a couple of players. Got it across to Gregory. But nice work from the Red Devils, and Reese picked it up. Nice pass up. The zone is bouncing around at the feet. Picked up by Wamfa. Oh, off the back of the post. Red Devils come out in front. They can't get a shot away. Perver tried to shuffle it around the boards. Reese keeps it in. Jams it up on the boards. Pass to the middle, finds Jackson Flight. Ellis up the boards, picked up by Gregory. He's got Wamfa with him. Shoots through the legs and scores! Gregory fired it through the legs of the defender, and I think it got a piece and went straight back up into the back of the net.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate one. 286 is playing down the side, and that puck looked like it bounced off Logan Willis. Gregory, the beneficiary of it as it goes by Tim Carey on his stick side, and that's a 1-0 lead for the Thunder. Phoenix Thunder looking much sharper in the last minute or so. Just a lot of connected passes.
They've improved as the season's gone on. The passing is a little bit to be desired in some parts of the season, but Coach Guillaume Leclerc has been working with him. Jacob Carey, a quick shot there, just fought off by Shook. Lewis shuffles it down the boards. And giveaway to Tyon, who takes a shot, and a good save from Carey. Timothy Carey sharp on that one. Waters with it still. He's got a man going to the far post, and just goes over the stick of Luke Tyon, who's going to head to the bench. It's been kept in, but bounced up into the netting from Darling, and that was a very close thing. Could have been 2-0 there, Matt.
Yeah, I think Tylen's going to be a little bit, he's going to see that one in his sleep tonight because that goes through the crease. And, honestly, it should be 2-0 in that case. I think he missed one there that he should have got, but we're also not on the ice, and it's always a lot easier up here on the podium to say what should and shouldn't be.
Red Devils looking to break out from behind their own net here. Hassled by Connor Rolfe. Good boards. Good forward checking here from the Thunder. That's Adam Stiley, who normally plays defence. This weekend he's up there playing on forward. And doing a good job of it at the moment, pressuring the Red Devils. They get it out over the blue line, so Thunder have to retreat. And it's been dumped in. Stiley will pick it up. Allen shuffling it forward, can't get past the oncoming Red Devils players. At the feet of the man in behind, cleared out by Rolfe. Jam back down, Tane Allen. Falls to his knees. Red Devils can't get enough numbers here to win it. Hopkins with a shot, goes high and over Toby Shuck. Here comes Adam Stiley. I think he's just going to send this one down and get a change.
I was really hoping that Hopkins shot got in there. The man's played over 100 games in the NZIHL, still no goals, and that could have broken it wide open for him.
Yeah, well, he could do a Charlie Lilly, who scored his first goal
earlier this season, right?
No, just this last weekend. I think he got one in Queenstown. He got a tip. He got a tip on a power play, I think.
Nice.
Oh, there's a chance for the Red Devils. Oh, just a step behind, and Regan Wilson got to it first. Romford will skate this one out from behind the net. Chips it to himself. And he gets a good shot there from number 27, Mason Reese. And now here's a chance for Malinsky. He just handled it. He took a shot though, and Toby Shuck with a quick save. I thought he mishandled that one just momentarily, but he still found it.
Well, I think it was moving so fast that he just happened to be able to be the first person to get to it after it came off the tape there, and he made the right choice. He's all alone in the slot. You may as well take a shot there, but Shuck up to the challenge so far.
Malinsky, one of your import players this year.
Along with Lang on that line, those two came over they were playing professionally in Bulgaria.
Oh, and jammed play, just goes wide there. The Devils putting pressure on the front. Low, works it through, with a bit of tip off the Thunder player who got the clear. Lewis looking for Tyon, who got a stick on it. No ice in here. Trying to win the race to the puck, but it's low. Ordis backhands it towards the net. Tyon gets taken down by Reese. And puck gone out of play, but players signaling it's up high.
Yeah, it just looks like it just hit beyond the Zamboni corner over there and hit the netting for a moment. So face off deep in the zone for the Red Devils here. The Thunder, again, just jumping all over this.
Allen walks in, fires it. It's a loose one, but Carey gathers up the rebounds.
Allen taking a good wrister there, but just probably wanted a little bit more on it because he did have Carey moving there. He had a little spot, but just didn't quite knock it home. But the Phoenix Thunder continue to knock on the door.
Red Devils win the face-off and have it in the corner. Still in the zone. Thunder pressuring the exit from the Red Devils. Nice pass across ice. Allen though blocking the passing lane. Stiley to Simpson, who tips it ahead. That line will just head for a change, giving the Red Devils time to work out this breakout. Up the side there past misdirected. Gregory's going to be the first man to get to the puck, but he's got no one with him. Now he finds someone through the centre. Flight. Just couldn't handle the pass. It was a good hard pass. Nice work there from Hodge, who used the body to win the puck. The Eagles didn't want to release the pass. And we have our first penalty of the game. It is going to be...
They're going to call 6 men on the ice here against the Red Devils for No, that is
it's an unsportsman.
That is indeed an unsportsmanlike conduct against Sean Brown. 10-minute misconduct. So we'll see what goes on the board, and Dan Nichols having a word with the referee about the incident.
Yeah, Tom Becker not having any of it there.
So it's going to be a power play for the Phoenix Thunder, and the Red Devils still sorting out who they want their 4 to be on the ice. And the Thunder have moved it to the left circle. It looks like they're going to have a set play here to start this. Probably pull it back to Wanfer, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I know where Charlie Lilly's going to go. He's been making a nuisance of himself in front of the net on the power play last couple of weekends. Wanfer has it, fires it, and a good save by Carey, who didn't let any rebounds out there. No loose pucks. It's just what you want from your goalie when you've got a player like Charlie Lilly on the doorstep.
Yeah, some good work in the crease there by both teams, but that pressing that puck onto the outside makes it much easier for Carey to stop that play.
Joe Ward did a good job of forcing that puck through the middle of the face-off and down into the Phoenix Thunder zone. They'll have to regroup and start the breakout here on the power play. Swift contracting limited power play. Shot in deep. Comes around for Tristan Darling. To the side for Gregory. Darling winds up, fires a low one. Rebound out to the side. First man there is the Red Devils defender. Charlie Lilly sets up in front. Gregory just got some problems, but Joe Wall couldn't clear it. It goes to Wanfer, who fires a low shot. Kicked out to the side. Gregory looked to fire it. Couldn't get it away. Ortis just has to wait. He pulls up. Dances around Joe Wall. And offside. No, Gregory not happy, but he must have just had his foot up off the ice.
He must have, because he was looking right at the play and waiting for that to happen. He just, false starts happen, and that was one. Which is good, because it's going to give them another opportunity for a neutralized face-off, but for the Red Devils anyways, down to, I think that's 57 seconds to go on this power play.
57 seconds, yeah, just under a minute. Change in the power play units for the Phoenix Thunder. Big clearance up ice. And Nichols did a good job. Wanfer's got Carey on his back. Still on him. Fighting hard. Wanfer, though, works his way in. And coast to coast. Pulls up. Wilson fires. No rebound again from Carey, who was in the right position there.
You know, if the Thunder are going to continue to take power play shots outside the dot like that, the Red Devils will give that up all day long, because it's just firing it in with no hole, no chance, and those shots are going to be gobbled up all day.
Yeah, if you want to get those shots from the point, you've got to make sure that they're low, they're tippable. You're looking for those deflections and then the messy plays in front. Shots up high into the chest. Yeah, good goalie will just absorb those. Still a few seconds remaining. Short-handed chance for number 71.
That's Malinsky there, one of the imports, which is a good play. Even though it's not necessarily a true goal opportunity, that moves the play all the way over, and they're going to get a lot of time off of this thing here.
Yeah, it's essentially killing the last few seconds of the power play.
If I read that right, that's 12 seconds.
That's 12 seconds. Yeah, it's not as easy as you think it is it?
It says 51, but I know that's 12. I'm trying to learn as quickly as possible the quirks of the rink here.
They couldn't afford the fourth big screen just for us to watch. And back on the ice comes the man for the Red Devils. It's back to full strength here. Charlie Lilly to Alan Simpson, who tried to pass on the middle, but it's been turned over and just lost at the feet. Eden tried to pick it up and skate in.
Yeah, the puck's been pretty bouncy today compared to yesterday. It's been interesting. A lot of passes just hopping over the tape.
Nice pass from Hospital to Orr, who got a shot on low to the Far side of Shook, who kicked it out. Reese down low to Orr. Wee pass out in front. The man's got a shot and
there
scores.
Chris Eden.
Yeah, he didn't make a mistake on that one. Joe Orr with a nice wee pass through the middle.
Yeah, and Eden having a good fight there with William Ellis in the slot. He just got his stick down in time to bury that shot past Shuck. The key factor is that, especially yesterday, Ellis was doing a lot of good stick lifting and good defense in that slot. This is the first time he's beat him as far as, not getting some sort of interference, and that shot gets behind Shuck, tying the game.
8 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the first period. We are tied 1-1 here in Dunedin.
Now we've got to be careful, because if Jacob Carey's out on the ice after a goal, you just never know.
Yeah. 6 seconds. That's certainly something.
Another shot by Dallimore, but there's a stick on the ice.
Pass up the middle. Lewis had trouble on him. Dallimore was there lifting his stick. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Wampa. Looks across to Wilson. Long pass across ice, picked up by Nichols. Nice little area play. Pass to the middle. Fan on a shot, but it got through.
It got through.
Oh, wow. Shuck just misplayed it. And it dribbled underneath his pads and into the back of the net at number 55.
Yeah, it's
Jansen Middleton.
Yes, he normally wears number 20, but today he's 55. And Jansen Middleton, he had some excellent shots yesterday, but that wouldn't have qualified as an excellent shot there.
You wouldn't be writing home to your parents about that one.
No, but to Shuck's credit, though, I'm sure he never saw it coming in. He stayed in his ready position, and that puck just slid under him when he couldn't see it. And that was a 5-hole goal in the strangest of ways. And that puts the another one.
Carey again. Whoa.
Wow. See, I told you, after a goal.
Wow, Jacob Carey just dangles his way in front of the net and just slides it past the far pad of Toby Shook. And the Red Devils all of a sudden have the lead.
That's just unbelievable. He did it again.
I hope we got that one this time. We got the full replay of that one, because it was so fast last night. We missed it.
I'm looking down to Connor over here to see. Connor's just staring away at the stream, but I'm hoping that that's a good happy look, because he actually got that one. To his credit, he got the goal on the video yesterday.
Yeah, we did get it yesterday. Just the very last shot second. That one there. Wow, Jacob Carey, like one of the rising superstars of New Zealand hockey, for sure. I think each team has got one. A young player with huge amount of talents, which is still young, still learning.
Yeah, and this is his first weekend here, because it's the first chance he's had to be back in New Zealand from North America. And he's going to go back out after this as he hangs out at home. After this, he'll be back on a pro contract in Pennsylvania, I believe it is.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's great to see New Zealand talent going over overseas and getting all that experience and learning from some of the very best coaches. It certainly is improving their game, and we're better for watching them here on New Zealand ice. Gregory looking for a shot there. It's just a weak one on the pads of Carey, who kicked it out. Red Devils on top here. Thunder a little bit shell-shocked after that quick second goal.
Yeah, and Ellis asking for a penalty there. That was interesting, because Lowe hit him. It was a close one.
Red Devils and high looking out the front again.
Great play by Lowe, keeping that in. He just couldn't get the pass away.
3-on-1, if Flight can get the pass across. He shoots off the elbow of Carey. Flight still with the puck, gets it across to Gregory. Looks to the front, and Tyon was there, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Lead pass, just out of the reach of Pospisil. And Shook cleared it out to the corner. Tyon, good pass up to Ortis. He gets hit hard by Nichols. Pospisil's pass to Orr. Tried to feed it across. Eden spins. He's got a man on the far side. It's Nichols. Winds up, fires a low one. Oh, and there was a good save from Shuck as Pospisil was coming right across in front of him as the shot came on.
Yeah, Pospisil, I think he actually hurdled the puck as it came through. That was pretty amazing, actually, if you can see that one. The trying to get in the vision of Shuck is obviously a priority today, and they've been doing a good job of it. But he was up to that one. He glove saved that one and got a face-off.
The boards from Allen, but great keep in from the Red Devils. Allen has to go back and get it. Good pass across there. Shot on by Ortis. Looking for the far side, but the glove of Carey flashes out.
And that's going to be a fight.
Yeah, and that's number 86.
That's Logan Willis on Jack Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. He did drop a glove. I don't know how they're going to call this, but it was pretty clear that this was stacked up for a long time.
I didn't see the beginning of it. I was focusing on the save from Carey. Both players are going to be... Well, Lewis isn't headed to the bench, but
well,
Willis is headed to the bench. Lewis was going there and decided to just go onto the bench and hope to get away with it, perhaps.
Yeah, a couple of conversations still happening, though, so there will be consequences and repercussions on this one. It's just a matter of who and what. So it'll be interesting to see how our referee calls this one and how he saw it. It typically ends up being the retaliator that gets it worse, and in this case I think Willis was he had enough of it, and that's going to probably cost him. We'll see if it comes out even or if it hurts him more.
It's that old schoolyard rule, isn't it? You know, it's not the instigator that normally gets the biggest punishment.
Usually not, but we'll see how this goes.
As frustrating as it is, often the person that retaliates gets the worst.
And
score.
It is a double minor. At least so far, that's what's been put up against Willis. Although they put up the wrong number. It's not 56. It'll be 86. I guess nobody at home can see that on the scoreboard. There it goes, 86. That was what we thought. And, well, whatever prompted that, Mr. Lewis found himself on the bench because he is not penalized.
Got away with one there, or...
Well, maybe.
Womford.
Don't know what happened there.
To Darling. We had to go back and watch a replay if we can catch it. But the important thing is it's a swift contract in power play. Ortis does a wee dangle. Faked the shot. Up to the point for Womford. And Darling fanned on the one-time opportunity. Has to fight for the puck to get it back. Gregory. Ortis. Darling has a shot that goes across the face of the goal. Played out by Carey. Trying to win the puck off. Womford, it's been turned over. Lang has got it. He's got Carey sitting in the slot.
Wraparound attempt.
Did go for the wraparound. Darling has the puck, looks across for Womford. Enters the zone. Slowly turns it back for Ortis. Plays it into the corner. Charlie Lilly going after it. And played around the boards by Darley, but the man on the point wasn't there. Ian Ortis had to go back for it. Just over 3.5 left in the period. 2.5 on the power play. Ortis trying to go through a couple. Bodies. Good play there from Lowe. He's going to be kept in by Blair. Only just kept it in on the blue line. Put around the boards there. that was...
They called that offside.
Yeah, he did call it offside.
That was a close one.
That was extremely close. And unfortunate for the home team. They had to go back and allow the Red Devils to kill some time here.
I think that's the point where I'm supposed to say it's my opinion that it didn't go over the line. That's another story. It does get below 2 minutes, so the double minor is now just a minor.
Not a lot happening so far from the Phoenix Thunder, and again, trying to work their way in, but they can't do so. Joe Orr didn't like the opportunity. Elects to play it back to Nichols. Fires this one on. Dallimore, if he can hurry, he can get there first. Causes a slight delay, but now the Thunder get it going with Flight. I think he probably wants a whistle to go there so they can get themselves set up down in the Red Devil zone here, with the power play not really functioning so well this time around.
Oh, you're exactly right about getting that shot to be a stop. I mean, I'm sure he took a shot that he was trying to score, but didn't mind that it was gloved and stopped, because that gives the Thunder a chance to catch their breath and get something organized in this last 1 minute and 11 seconds of the power play.
Now that's an easy one to read. I can read
I like that one. Yeah,
1-1-1. You can't really confuse that. Look at all the snow over there.
That is a lot, yeah.
Wow. That almost caused some troubles for Wamfa. Darlene fires one, and took a rebound, took a deflection out wide. Gregory on the far side, to the point. Darlene shoots the low one, that's kicked out. Too many bodies in front there and behind. Ortis looks out the top for Greg. Shot for Darlene. Nice blocker from Carey. Bounces over the stick of Ortis. Still got it. But the Red Devils double team him. Come away with the puck. Dallimore lost it at his feet. Couldn't collect it. Wamfa gathering speed through the neutral zone. The tie on. Puts it across for Gregory, who tried to put it through the 5-hole. It's still loose. And Carey finally gets the stop, and Gregory splayed out on the ice, wondering if he could have done something differently to tuck that one in.
It's a really good, so just as that play went to the other side, the Devils got a change in personnel and got Lang back out there on defense. He did a really good job, gave him a hit, but suddenly they were outmanned, and Gregory had it all alone, but I think he was just too close to Carey to get a good shot.
Yeah, he couldn't really get it lifted, and he tried to dangle, get Carey moving, maybe open the legs.
And 5 seconds to go on the power play for the double minor against Logan Willis.
Quick shot and a great save from Carey. Roll fired that one off a loose bounce.
Yeah, Rolf, that was a fantastic wrist shot. It just happened to almost fall into Carey's glove. He was set for it, but that does end the double minor, and we go back to 5-on-5 play.
Face off for the Red Devils. They fire it across ice, but Red Devils player tripped up with a referee there.
The linesman got in the way there, or it looked like it anyways.
It was Malinsky who got tied up. Kept in. Stiley takes a shot. It's a high one into the glove, and Carey gets the whistle.
Yeah, interesting. The linesman, I think he went over and apologized for that one. That was dangerous, because it did turn the puck over and gave the Phoenix Thunder an opportunity, but everything worked out. Karma's an equalizer sometimes, and the Red Devils have to stop the puck here in their defensive end. It'll be laying out there for the face-off again against Jackson Flight.
Red Devils up the ice. Around the back, centering pass. Looking across, and Carey going towards the net, couldn't get anything on it. He turns, he's got the chance, he shoots, and he goes wide. Gregory trying to get this one out. He's trying to skate it out. He's lost his stick. Jacob Carey will go into the corner and try and find this one. He's got one for company. Seconds running out here in the first period, and the buzzer goes. And after the Thunder taking the initial lead, the Red Devils with another absolute instantaneous almost set goal after their first one. Jacob Carey doing it again 2 nights in a row.
Yep, they'll score one, we'll score two, and that's that was the mentality, of course. But I think just as importantly, the Red Devils managed to kill off that double minor with no damage. And yes, it does feel a bit like a repeat of yesterday since it's 2-1 again.
Yeah. Wow.
But I don't expect this upcoming second period to be quite so defensive as it was yesterday. I don't think that either team has it in them to try to play lockdown against one another. I think this is going to be a more open period. That's just my guess as to how things go, but we shall see.
Well, you got to feel that the Red Devils have to really try and come out with intensity on every period. Like, they can't allow this game to become a fight, a dog fight. They want to just come out and take the lead, like get Jacob Carey on the ice and get them scoring more goals, because they have to win these last few.
They do have to win these games, and the amount of shots, I know that's not official up there. That's just about every possible shot up there, but 19-13 for opportunities in the favor of the Thunder is a bit of a surprise, knowing that the Red Devils need to make this a turkey shoot and just get the puck on net as much as possible. But we'll have to see if they're disciplined in the upcoming periods.
Did you like our intermission entertainment last night, Matt? Because we got, again, the Zorb hockey.
I have to say, when I saw it at first,
confused.
I was, confused is a good word, but I kind of know what's going on, but the absurdity just doesn't make it any less fun. And watching these guys do this, it's
Red team's got a strategy of having one player in goal, which is unusual.
Yeah, usually they don't go. Yesterday, it was 3-on-3 out in the middle. It felt like an old Atari game, and that's how old I am.
Yeah. So we've got Theo, Jackson, Alia, Saxon, Kale, and Lachlan out there. I don't know what the teams are.
Well, that one just went wide, and nobody can get to it.
They can't get the puck because the Sorbs are too big. Red's got a breakaway. Oh, but Blue with a
not anymore. They don't.
Oh, yes. Blue,
Interference is not a thing in this.
No, it's not. No, pass out. Yeah, good pass. Oh, it just goes away. I think one of the Red teams just struggles to stand up over there.
Yeah.
They're out of play. And
yeah, that's something. I'm not sure anybody's really standing up completely right. Well, maybe that guy in the blue there is.
Got to have the right shoes on in this instance. Oh, look at this. They're going for the tic-tac-toe. Oh, Red's heavy on the body. Yeah, they got another opportunity.
If he gets there first and doesn't fall over.
Oh, no.
He fell over.
Yeah, Blue with a check from behind.
It's a
completely legal. Oh, yes, Red got. That's a reversing. This is fantastic. Blue with another opportunity. They got numbers here. They got to get the. Oh no, the player in front of the ice fell over. Red, clear it out. I think you just got to take a shot here, Blue. You just got to fire on net. Anything to win this game. I think the way it's going, first goal's going to win this game. Whoever can score.
Well, that was a good play there. It just Blues taking it around.
The
goaltender pays off there.
Yeah, it's a good trade. Oh, just as he's about to pull the trigger, Red comes out with a big hit. Oh, here we go. Red's got numbers now. Surely they score here. Oh
no,
they've lost it. They've all fallen over.
Yeah, that was not defense. That was the Crocs that got her.
The Crocs.
Oh, one shot and it's a winner.
Red shoots, scores.
There it is.
And that's gotta be it.
That's got to be it.
That's it. That's definitely it. Lovely stuff. Big shout out to a couple of viewers out there tonight. The Wahine Toa up in Tekapo playing in the Southern Cross. Oh, wow, flip over there. Ice hockey tournament. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. We enjoy bringing it to you. We're going to have a quick break here. We've got about 11 and a half minutes until we come back for period 2. The Red Devils leading the host Phoenix City Thunder by 2-1 here in Dunedin.
Staying in peak physical form out here on the ice means we got to put the time at the gym too. Anytime Fitness. Get to a healthier place.
Welcome back, folks, to Dunedin Night Stadium here in Dunedin, where we have the visiting team, the Canterbury Red Devils, up by 2-1 after a quick retaliation to the Phoenix Thunder's only goal. Matt Chavez, Jacob Carey, showing us again why he's one of New Zealand's rising stars.
Yeah, he's obviously on his ascendancy through the North American system, so it's good to have him back. This is his first weekend back here for us, but you know, the rest of the team has definitely contributed to that. He just has had that spectacular right after a goal thing that you got to worry about if you're the opposing team.
Yeah, 2 highlight reels goals for them.
And here he is again.
Here he is again. He had Wilson all over his back though, so he couldn't pull it to the forehand. Cycles it for Malinsky. Puck left behind. Flight wasn't watching, and he was lucky that the puck didn't end up in the back of the net there. Chipped ahead, and icing against the Thunder. They'll have to head back to their own end of the ice.
Yeah, and the Red Devils have their big guns out here to start the second period. We'll see. They've made a couple of changes here, but yeah, they were going for it right off the bat with their imports and Carey in their top line. Almost looked like a power play.
Yeah, it looked good. They might have to start thinking about, you know, if the game isn't going their way towards the end, to shorten the bench, but that's a long way off yet.
Yeah, they've been.
It's a chance now. Goes to the backhand, and Pospisil puts it past Shook for goal number 3. Yeah, a few happy fans down here in front of us. It's an unfortunate turnover by the home team, and Pospisil made no mistake there.
Not at all. It was. You're right about the turnover. It just happened to be in a perfect spot, and Pospisil can chase it right down the crease. And Shuck's not going to have much of a chance there when he's able to make that type of a move in front of him. It's just a shooter's delight at that point, and Pospisil buries it to make it 3-1.
Yeah, he had Shuck done in all ends. He was sprawling across the ice.
There's a hold-up here for just a moment. Not sure what that is.
Yeah, not 100%. I can let you folks in on the reason why we don't have Paris Hyde here on the ice.
Well, there's a penalty that's been called against the Phoenix Thunder here.
Yeah, William Ellis is on the bench, and the Thunder just shorten out their penalty kill.
So 2 minutes on the board for the Phoenix Thunder. The Red Devils on the power play.
Yeah, I didn't pick up that penalty at all.
I'm pretty sure that would have been something said.
Eden goes to the far side and just off the end of the glove of Shook.
That's a great save by Shuck there.
Brown fires out of the glove and cleared out by Blair. Pospisil looks far across for Eden. Back to the point for Brown. Steps in, fires it off the leg and out to the side.
They've gone to a compressed dime, 2-2. It's an interesting changeup for that line. We'll see if they hold on to that with the Thunder getting set up again.
They get a full change. Carey puts it into the little spot in front of the blue paint, but no Red Devil was quick enough to get there. They'll have to head back, and Dallymore will be the one to pick it up and start this rush out. Pass missed. It's going to get picked up by Gregory. He elects to send it down. They need some more time off this power play for the Red Devils. Trying to get the breakout working here. Here they come up ice with Tappan. Working his way in behind. Tappan again on the far side. Looks in behind. Man of the slide. He gets the pass. It's loose. Malinsky falls, and puck goes out into the neutral zone. Tappin turns, has got...
That ends the penalty there. And Lang skating this one out quickly, 3-on-2 for the Devils.
Straight up the middle, takes a shot, and Shook has got that one in his basket.
So it's Shook? Am I saying it?
It's Shook.
Shook.
And
okay.
I've been commentating the Thunder for years, and last weekend was the first time someone's actually corrected me and told me that it's Shook.
That's all right. I mispronounced a sponsor for 3 years.
Oh,
so it does get worse. Oh.
All right, penalty on the play here.
Yeah, that was, I believe that was because Hodge got more or less punched in the face after that shot. It's going to be some sort of a roughing call, I believe, but we'll see how that gets turned out.
Who was it that came out? It's
Darling.
Tristan Darling going to the box. So these penalties aren't helping the Thunder's cause here in their last home game in Dunedin for the year. They gave up quite a few penalties last night in the first half of the game. They really struggled. And
they may get a warning here for delay a game, the way that just took them a while to get the players back on the ice.
Red Devils back on the power play. Pospisil with it now. Nichols at point. But Joe Orr back to the top line. It's Joe Orr here taking the shot. It was Eden with the pass, and it fires off into the netting.
That is exactly where you want Joe Orr to have a puck if you're a Red Devil, and that's exactly where you don't want to leave him alone if you're a Phoenix Thunder player. Yeah. He's maybe 2 meters in front of Shook and he was just going to pull the trigger, and that's exactly what he did, but a good stop.
Nichols, Pospisil. Surveys his options, steps in the middle, goes across. I'll play. Looking pretty good here for the Red Devils. They're controlling it. Dallimore takes a shot. A little bit of a rebound, but Shook had no trouble on the doorstep, and he covers up for the whistle.
Yeah, Orr was just a little bit out of reach of that puck, but you could tell that there was definitely a concerted effort to cycle it around, come back, and get some sort of a rebound opportunity, which is what they've been working on for most of this power play so far. Or the last 2 power plays, excuse me. Carey has it. He's walking it in.
Dances to the middle, takes a shot, just goes wide.
Well, he cut 2 defenders and then got a shot. That's a dangerous thing for the Thunder to give up.
Nice pass across for Lang. It's across ice, and a goal!
Oh, that's pretty.
That was a nice power play goal. Trying to catch the number.
That's there. Malinsky that took the shot from Lang.
Yeah, the pass across just Pospisil, was that? No, Lang.
Yeah, Lang with a pass crossing over the kind of where the hash marks are on the circle. That was just nothing you can do about it when the puck's going that far across the ice. Shook couldn't get over in time.
Shook can't move that quickly across the blue paint, and that's a pretty power play goal. And that's what happens when you start giving up power plays. You allow the team to settle into their rhythm, and Red Devils had plenty of opportunity on the power play tonight.
They have performed pretty well on the power play, but the amount of penalties being given up by the Phoenix Thunder so far are the biggest contributor to their 3-goal deficit right now.
Yeah, 4-1 the lead for the visiting team here in Dunedin. They've still got 12.5 minutes, just over, in the second period. Max Simpson trying to get this one towards the front of the goal. Unsuccessful. Red Devils pick it up. Trying to pass it across the neutral zone. Trevor wasn't aware the puck was heading in his direction. He just wanted to get off the ice and change.
Yeah, and luckily he didn't play it because you wouldn't want a 6-man penalty there. And that pass hit Hodge on the backside. Talk about not expecting it. He just hit somebody in the back.
Alice gets in, goes to the backhand, and a great kick save from Carey. Still loose in the crease. And no one knows where the puck is apart from the players because I can't see it.
Yes, Stitley was in there fighting hard, and there's going to be a call here shortly from, I believe it's going to be on Stitley. Maybe not, because it did go into the glove, and a hooking call is the case here.
Yeah, Thunder had possession, and the whistle didn't go until the shot went off. So,
yeah, I'm not particularly sure if this is who this is on, but it was called a hook.
None of the players are alluding to the fact that it's them.
Yeah, it was just signaled a hook, but that's all it was. But I do see 5 Phoenix Thunder players on the ice, so I'm going to assume at the moment that this is on the Red Devils.
Yeah, 55 is going to sit, but
yeah, Jansen Middleton is going to go off for that one. Although, I mean, honestly, right in front of there, I'm impressed that the puck was visible the whole time. That's where you often get an early whistle.
Yeah,
when you lose sight, but they stayed with it the whole time.
We had like 9 players in the crease there.
It was definitely looking like junior hockey in that case.
Swift contracting power play for the Phoenix Thunder. They've given up the puck, and it's Chris Eden trying to work his way around.
Oh, and that's going to be Tristan Darling going off and canceling that power play.
Hooking there. He just lost a step on Eden, who found his way up the ice,
and you can't blame him, given it was a short-handed opportunity, a breakaway for the leading scorer in the NZIHL of all time, and he's skating straight up the ice. As professional fouls go, I would have to say Tristan Darling gets a pass on that one, because you probably saved a goal there.
You certainly don't give Christopher Eden a free run to the net.
Yeah, so I mean, some of the other penalties have been kind of for various reasons. That was a good one.
All right, 4-on-4 for a minute 40. And any goals? Here comes in order. He pulls up, looking for Tyon. He gets taken down. Low. Lost the battle to Wampa. Skates in. Looks for a trailing man. He finds Tyon. Plays it back. Darling is still on the ice.
Did I have the number wrong?
Good pass to Orr, who fired it over the top.
I did. It was Morgan Blair that's serving this one, according to the scoreboard there. I thought, for all the world, that's who was going off.
Noah Gregory. Nice move from Ortis, but a good stick there from Reese. You know Gregory for hooking.
Oh, now I understand. I'll explain it in a second. Malinsky with it.
Puck's loose. Oh, Shuck with the stick save on Malinsky. Alice has got Lewis going to the net. Oh, Lewis couldn't find it at his feet. Malinsky on the charge back and forth here. Puck in behind. Malinsky has it. Front for Tappan. Tappan collects it after a little dust off. Lilly looks all the way across for Lewis. He brings it in. Takes a shot. Big rebound in front. The only one there is a Red Devil. Blair puts a low shot on. It's tipped and into the glove of Carey.
All right, I've got some explaining to do on this one. So the original penalty that was called against the Red Devils was actually against Tim Carey. And that penalty for hooking by Carey was being served by Jansen Middleton, which is why we saw him go off.
Yeah, I didn't think he was on the ice at the time.
And when I saw Tristan Darling, I saw 26, but it was actually 86, which is Noah Gregory, and he's serving for the Phoenix Thunder, and therefore you have a 4-on-4 for at least another. Well, no, it's over.
There's a stick that's into the curling rink. That is Tane Allen's stick. He is looking to find his way to the bench here. He's just a dead man on water there. And
he just got a stick. He didn't come off. He's just relumbered.
Look at that. That's good trainer skills there. Loads him up with a stick. He makes a pass up ice to Rolf, who lost it.
That's a mouthpiece that's out there, not the puck. It's right on the blue line again there, so you don't get that confused. And Lang with it now.
Power plays are all over. Oh, someone's throwing a stick back onto the ice from the crowd. They shouldn't be doing that.
Nope.
Lang, good pass to Carey. couldn't pull the trigger. Gets a second opportunity, takes a shot, and Shuck with a good save on the third opportunity there. He's out on his feet. He's face down. I think he's okay.
That is a reverse snow angel, and the referee with some stern words about that stick getting chucked over.
Yeah, a couple of the I think it's a couple of Canterbury fans went and picked up the stick from the curling ring and have thrown it back into the middle of the play. And referees, Tom Becker, certainly not happy with that one.
Well, it's one of those things where you think you're doing a good thing and you're certainly not. So hopefully that's a lesson learned for everybody.
Yeah, it's
player safety has to be number one.
Pass from Wampa goes past, but it looks like Flight's going to beat the icing off. He can't win the puck though. Alice with a check. Red Devils though coming up ice. Carey fires one up high and off. Bowl with it. On the far side, tried to center it. Wampa turns it back.
Yeah, receiving that one was Lachlan Hodge, actually, that got that tape to tape and took that shot. It wasn't Carey in this case. They both wear the black fishbowl, I think is what you were looking at there, or the black cage.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, my bad.
Oh, it's all good.
Gregory.
Quality control, that's what I'm here for. Jamie did a great job of that last night. I missed all sorts of things, and he was quick to tell me what was going on.
It's great to have a second pair of eyes. I've done this job sometimes by myself, and
it's not fun, is it?
It's not easy, and you just gloss over the mistakes. You just keep going. There's no point going back. You just got to keep going.
That's a true performer, man. Well done.
We've got 10.5 minutes left in the second period. Seems like a lot's happened in the second period.
But none of it all that good for the Thunder so far.
Not for the home team, no. They got a hill to climb here to get back into this one, down by 3. Chance for Ian Orders if he can get to this puck. He's got Tyon going to the net. Centering pass doesn't find a way through as the Devils break it up. Hopkins did a great job there getting the stick down. Eden steps in. Got a man in front. And he couldn't pull the trigger. Just a bouncing sort of a pass. Didn't quite land on it there. Darling forcing Eden to his backside, but the Red Devils still with it. Willis steps around Lewis. Centers it. And that was a great save from Shook as he came across there.
Yeah, I think the Thunder were fortunate to have not caught themselves 2 minutes for a trip there, but when it was on Eden. However, they played on, and Orr and Eden are one of those connections that you just can't take for granted, and you can't just double team one of them because they'll burn you on it. And the Thunder did a great job defensively holding them up. Shook with a fantastic save, pretty much up against his mask. Yeah,
he's a tall man, so those shots.
That helps. Goaltenders.
Those big shoulders.
They've got to be tall.
Although they do call them slips for a reason that only they know. I say big shoulders, and I don't know if he's feeling all right. Matt Enright at home sick tonight and last night. Sean Brown will double back and try and find a pass. Gets it to Lang. Makes a wee move around 1, round 2. Up to Malinsky. Gets around Wampa. Try to center it. Ryan Wampa and William Alice, our 2 inputs out here into the net. Lang has won that puck and a hard shot on Shuck and kicked it out. Lang and Wampa come together. Lang comes away with the puck. Centered it to Carey, trying to find Malinsky. Linsky takes a shot from Wamfa, and it's out of the zone finally for the Thunder. Simpson is going to send this one deep, and all the changes are happening for the Phoenix Thunder. They had a long shift out there on defense.
Yeah, and I think the Red Devils got away with, in my opinion, what could have been a slash in that back line, just in that back corner over there. And, yeah, I think more or less the referee team tonight feels like letting them play a little bit, because some of the smaller physical activity that might have been called in other games that we'd seen around the league, they're just letting them go a little bit and letting the guys decide this one. At least that's how it seems here.
Reese tried to take a shot, and it's deflected up. Of course, our referee is Thomas Becker. We have got a couple of lines on the Baz Wilson's the one of the linemen out there, Barrett Wilson, and Chris Watson, the other linesman.
Yep.
I love how we have Hydra and we can just look these things up.
Oh, it's outstanding when it's there.
Bryce Allen sends this one in. He misses his check as he looked for Reese. Good pass across ice. Picked up by Hodge. He got it to Perva.
Great play there by Lowe, getting that out of the way.
Looking out front. Can't get it through the sea of legs. Reese will win the battle to the puck. Looks across for Lowe. Picked off by Luke Tyon. Lays it off the boards. Chases after it. Bank pass. Up by Hodge, looked across ice. And it was...
Yeah, Reese kind of whiffing on that one there.
But that one. Chance for William Ellis to work his way through the neutral zone. Turns it back for Luke Tyle to take a shot and win wide. It's Gregory now picking it up on the near boards. Looking for Wampa on the far side. Spins, beats one. Looks down low for Gregory. Wampa, who's he got out in front? No one there. No one free, at least anyway. He's got it back in behind. Allen. Plays it back to the point. Oh, just past Gregory, and the Thunder will have to retreat here. As they were dominating some zone possession there for a while. They just missed past it, and they'll have to get it back in and go to work again. Moore looking for a stretch pass up to number 55.
Jansen Middleton,
Middleton, and offside though.
It was called offside. Well, no, one of them was calling it looked like one of the linesmen called a hand pass, but that's not. It was offside here, and it just felt like it was a little late. But it could have been because of anyway. Regardless of that, if I can go back to what was in front there, Tylan had a very good shot against Carey. Had him kind of strung out there, but he just missed. And that was looking very likely for a second goal for the Phoenix Thunder. They just couldn't quite get it between the pipes.
Jack Lewis feeds Simpson, who tried to shuffle a backhand one towards net. Puck comes firing around the boards. Blair will get there and keep it in, but it's all the way around, and Pospisil will play it up to Eden. Takes a shot. It's a big rebound out in front, but the Red Devil player was on the far side of the post. Stotley drags it, shoots it, and Carey takes the glove as one of the Thunder players must have taken a shot from behind as he went flying into the back of the net. It's Jack Lewis, who went absolutely barreling into the net behind Carey.
You might want to remind Mr. Lewis in the net, because he did a great job jumping in there.
Great puck imitation
of, yeah. No red light for that one, but coming in on the other side, Chris Eden chopping that puck out of the air. Fantastic.
Lily puts a shot on, and how did that not go in?
They don't know where it is. That Carey's on it.
Trying to sit on it. Is it still loose?
It's
loose, and no,
and there is
another save.
That puck was never stopped there, and the referee called the stop. I'm not sure if it's because he lost sight.
As the puck sort of came out,
that goal is still on its mount, and there is a roughing call against the Red Devils.
There was a fantastic tip off the original shot that hit the post and bounced back into the body of Carey behind him. He just sat down hoping that he was going to cover it.
It nearly covered it, but he definitely looked behind him there because he was beat on that redirection. He couldn't get there in time, but it came back out, and somebody decided to take matters into their own hands. We'll see who that was. Oh, it was Tim Carey again. Carey was called for roughing. That's one way to keep the puck out.
Yeah, well.
We'll see who's going to serve. Apparently they're not going to let Josh Lowe serve this. I'm a bit confused because I thought he was on the ice at the time, but
Red Devils players have got 5
they've
on
got
the ice.
6 on the ice at the moment.
I think Perva's just having a chat. They are sending someone at least someone off the ice.
Yeah, they're walking Malinsky off, but they're asking. Oh, it is going to be Malinsky that's going to serve.
Malinsky, yep.
Okay. So that's.
We've got 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in the second period. A chance for the Thunder on the Swift Contracting Limited power play to get one back here. They set themselves up with Wamfor at the point. Darlene fires, rebound, there's a chance and a great save from Carey on the second opportunity. Wamfor's got pressure from Carey, who decided to. They were playing one of those sort of waiting games. Who's going to go first? Like the cycling, jousting, just waiting. Darling turns back. Wants to set up a proper breakout here. Wamfor from behind his own net. Back to Darling. Tipped in by Wamfor, and it'll be Gregory who will try and win this one from Tappan. Tappan does a great job though of getting it out. Here comes Lang. Lang shoots and goes through the blue paint. Who's going to get there? Lewis. He's got Ian Ordis in the middle. He looks for Ordis, and Ordis scores! Ian Ordis puts it top shelf. Beats Timothy Carey and brings the home team within 2.
And that all happened when Lang loses his stick on the shot. Not sure exactly how that happened, but gets turned all the way around.
I feel like that stick had some help on its way into the ear.
I do believe that's the case. But given that Tim Carey now has 4 penalty minutes against him, he's not going to feel too bad about giving this one. It was a great shot by Otis, hitting the nearly the water bottle off the net there. It was a very good one to come in, but unfortunately, it was just one of those odd man rushes that are hard to stop.
Yeah, they had numbers back, and Jack Lewis with a great pass right onto the tape of Ordis. His second goal of the weekend.
And 4-2 the score. The Thunder cut that down to a 2-goal lead.
Eden trying to work this one through, and it was directed on net. Charlie Lilly doing a good job on Orr. Puck still found its way through. Morgan Blair trying to shuffle this one up the half board. Skipped in by the Red Devils. Coming out with it is Rolf. He's got Steitley going to the net. He puts it in behind and gets a change. Steitley fighting for it. Red Devils fan on it. Willis. Looks across for Blair. Gregory up to Lilly. Just lost it. Has to dump it back, and we have another penalty here.
I'm guessing that is, well, it's a high stick.
High stick on.
I saw Jackson Flight holding on to a stick. It is going to be him going off. He had a hold of an opponent's stick behind his back for a considerable amount of time, so I think that's what's going to get called here. And, 2 minutes for Mr. Flight. So the just
Power
under
play trouble for the Phoenix Thunder again.
Yeah,
right?
is that 10 minutes now in the second period? not positive that's the case, but I think it is. And just under 3 minutes to go here. If the Red Devils can put this one back to a 3-goal lead, they will consider this a success in this period. Just, they're allowing a glimmer of hope for the home team here.
Thunder with an important penalty kill here. It's just under 3 minutes remaining. Pass across to Carey, fend on the initial shot. Ordis does a good job of flicking this one up on the backhand all the way out.
Yeah, Carey was trying to get that one high, and he just missed it. Kind of looked like my sand wedge.
Alice doing a good job at the back there. Got to change. Just give a little bit of time, but Red Devils bring it back in.
Slow and controlled there.
Lang gets taken out by Wamfa, riding him into the boards. He has to adjust his elbow pads after that. Carey lost it at the point.
Minute to go.
Looks up the middle. Goes around a couple, gets around another, goes to the backhand, and Shuck's got it. Shuck has got it. Carey showing those silky skills, a smooth skating style. He couldn't beat Shuck there, who did just enough to keep it out.
Yeah, just enough. And he's got that particular angle worked out perfectly. He's cutting and disrupting, in this case, Shuck. And then it's, that's how he scored on 2 of his goals. It's just taking that exact same angle and same cut. This one didn't quite work, but it was dangerous as could be without scoring.
Pospisil, one-timer out of the glove. Red Devils fighting for the puck.
Good one-timer by Brown there.
Or has it for Eden. Red Devils working the outside here to the top for Brown. One-timer from Pospisil goes just wide at the far post. Brown. Nice stick there from Gregory. Plays the puck out. Gregory gets interfered with, but there's no call. He has to go back on defense. Shot goes through the blue paint, picked up by Pospisil. Five on 5. Back to even strength. Eden puts one through. Doesn't get to the goalie. Still with the Red Devils. Pospisil gives it up to Flight, looking for a stretch pass up to Gregory. Takes a shot and he hits the post. Oh, Gregory so close to bringing the Thunder within 1. Centered it, but the Red Devil player there to pick it up. Around goes there to Brown and pucks off as the whistle goes for the end of period 2. And it was a sure thing. There was a close thing, I should say, from Noah Gregory, just hitting the far post on a breakaway opportunity of a great pass from Flight right up the guts.
Yeah, and thus far, Tim Carey actually having a pretty good game. He's had a couple of penalties, but in general, he's kept the play in front of him, kept the puck to his side, especially when it comes in on the outside. He's just been pushing him aside, and had quite an afternoon so far.
He's getting involved, isn't he?
He is getting involved.
He's had 2 penalties.
That sounds like Tim.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's had a couple of outings. He had some time away and then came back and had some tough outs throughout the season. But this has been his best start so far this year, and he's doing a great job. I don't think that players are really going to be too worried if they've got to cover for a penalty when the goalie's trying to keep things in front of him and push people away. So, you know, that's good goalkeeping. Yeah, but
if the puck's not in the net, yeah, that's a good thing if you go. We've got a very special occasion here with this intermission entertainment. We have got ourselves some goalie racing, which if you've seen any videos on YouTube, this is very exciting. We've got Michael Stitley in the orange with David Richards in the blue, Nathan Cartmel in red, Josh Harris in black, and Jamin Harris in white. Oh my gosh, I don't think he's ever played goalie before, but here he goes. Josh Harris is the reigning champion, and I know Jamin, and he doesn't play goalie, so he's just gonna, if he wins this, he is gonna be living these highs for years to come.
So is it short track?
2 laps around. Yes,
around the nets.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Short track. A couple of the players from both teams discussing with the referees about the events of the last 20 minutes. They'll get off the ice, and then we'll get into the goalie race. And it looks like
Nichols and Wilson.
Dave Richards wants a run up here.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
I don't know. See, in the goalie race, if you're in front, you're a target.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So you just have to pick your moment.
Yeah, it's like
cycling.
It's like Mario Kart.
Or Mario. Yeah.
It's like Mario Kart. It's exactly
That's a much better explanation.
Yeah. He's gonna join the.
Do they have to have their sticks when they finish? Is that?
I have no idea. I don't think they would. I don't think because Michael Stitley threw his stick last time.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so it's probably not in the rules. I don't know if there are many rules.
I was going to say, how many rules do you have here?
Yeah, just be the first across the line.
There we go.
And we're underway. Jamin Harris. Never played goalie.
You were not kidding about looking for position on this.
Yeah, the KG Stitley's going to take an opportunity to just get out in front. Josh Harris trying to take out his brother.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, and in the back there, they're taking each other out. That's Dave Richards and Josh Harris.
Uh-oh.
Now
Goalie fight.
Oh, it's a goalie fight with Stitley and Jamin. Meanwhile, the race is still going. And Josh is down. Looks like someone's going to have to get up here and just go for it. They've got an opportunity to go. Harris and Stitley are back in the race. They haven't really lost too much advantage there. Stitley senses an opportunity, puts the burners on. Harris, though, Jamin Harris with some speed around the outside. Pushing hard with those C-cuts. And it looks like he's going to take the cross. He's going to cross the line first. Jamin Harris, who's I'm not sure he's ever played goalie in his life.
It looks like he's never played goalie in his life. He looks like he can skate.
He's too big. They can't get pads his size down here in Dunedin. Stitley's not happy with the outcome of the goalie fight. But he's on hiding to nothing because he's about 2 feet shorter than Jamin.
He got sweatered, though, so that's what counts.
Yeah. I love it. I love the stuff we do here in the intermission. I find it highly entertaining. And that is the final intermission entertainment of this year here in Dunedin. It's the final home game. The Phoenix Dunedin Thunder are trailing by 2 goals with 20 minutes remaining. Can they come back and even it up?
Well, yesterday they did a pretty good job of it, so it'll be all the reason to watch this one.
Yeah, much the excitement of the fans. They did it. So come back soon, folks. We've got about 13 minutes. Period 3 coming up soon.
Staying in peak physical form out here on the ice means we got to put the time at the gym too. Anytime Fitness. Get to a healthier place.
Welcome back, everybody. We are just about to get ready for period 3 here in Dunedin at the Dunedin Ice Stadium, where we have the Phoenix Thunder hosting the final home game for their season in the NZIHL. Currently trailing the visiting team, the Canterbury Red Devils, by 2 goals, 4-2. Referee Tom Beck pointing out that there's still some time to come off the intermission clock. Welcome back, Matt Chavez.
Thank you. Just talking to the big wigs in the league, right, Michael? That's what we're doing, and something like that. And
he was telling us what a good job we're doing, right?
Actually was. That is true. But some other stuff too, but that is the important part. And off we go for third period action.
Reese trying to put a big hit on Noah Gregory. Start the period off right for the Red Devils. Out they come from their own zone. It's Lang. He's going to draw a penalty from Flight, who slashed him over the top. And there goes the whistle. Lang with a good drive into the zone. Drew the penalty from Flight, and it will be an early power play for the Canterbury Red Devils in this third period.
Yeah, that was one of those calls that they don't have a choice. They see what they see on that because he's behind the play, and it doesn't matter how hard it is. He hit his hand and had that chopping motion. So that's going to hurt the Phoenix Thunder to start this third.
That was an easy one. That was an easy one for the referee to make.
Yeah, even we saw it up here.
Yeah, See, sometimes we agree with the referees.
Yeah, it's true. It happens.
So another penalty kill for the Thunder, who are trailing by 2, and it's not how they want to do things. They get the clear this time.
And the other game has started. That's also an important one going on. 0-0 in Queenstown.
Yeah, that first period is over up there, and Red Devils hoping to see the Sky City Stampede take that one out if they can get the W here tonight.
It's funny at this point. It's either or. They just have to have one of those two teams keep winning.
Yeah.
If they both win about an even number of games, it doesn't matter what the Red Devils do.
Ball can't work his pass through the middle, but Carey able to dump it back in. Lang picks it up on the half boards over there on the far side. It spins. Starting to give them some grease, but he finds Malinsky. Lang trying to get it to the centre. Ellis, though, making a nuisance of his stick there. Back to Malinsky, across, pass, shot, sort of looking for a deflection, goes wide. Carey, and that Ovechkin spot over there. There he goes again, he fires and he scores! Jacob Carey, you can't stop this guy.
You cannot. Lang with a great pass cross ice, spotting him. That was through 5 or 6 players, gets it right on the tape, and Carey's not going to miss from that point. And again, Shook's not going to get there. He can't. Nobody can. That's crossing the ice. He's in a good position, gets all the way across to Carey, and Carey just rips one in the amount of time it takes to get Shook across the crease. It ain't happening. And that is, it was 4 penalties, and this was another one, but it was quite a bit of penalty time that the Thunder have given up here, and it finally gets paid off by the Red Devils.
Yeah, it's going to be frustrating for the coach to watch the team give up these penalties and really making this game harder than it has to be for them. The final home game is not how they want it to go. Still some time left, though. Bank pass to Tyon. Ordis trying to work his way through back to Lewis. Darling finds a shot, looking for the tip. There was Ordis in front. Jumped out of the way, trying to get his knees on it.
or his stick shaft or something. He was right on it. And he just looked like he jolted away and missed it. Good opportunity for him, though. The Red Devils looking, I know what they're going to be working on. It's going to be finishing here. They've had a lot of opportunities, a lot of shots, but I don't want to say the quality's not there. It's been better tonight, especially with shot location, but they've got to get some more by Shuck here to make this comfortable.
Wamfa picks it up, finds Stiley, who plays it back to Wamfa. Looking across to Stiley, but a good stick.
Hayden Bull with a critical stop there.
Yeah, and well placed to get himself in the way of that pass. He plays it up. A shot into the breadbasket of Shuck, who had no trouble saving that one.
Dallimore there with a, it's good forehand. He's really adept with his backhand as well, but he was just trying to get to that outside, or sorry, near side on Shuck, and Shuck closed that down positionally very well.
Face off to the Red Devils. Dallimore puts it down low. Wamfa plays it out to Alice. Gets around one. Just out of the reach of Gregory. Gives it up to Reese. Reese turned it over to Alice. Finds Gregory. Just got it taken off him. And a wraparound doesn't work as the player gets back. Red Devils did a really good job there of recognizing that the wraparound was coming. Turn over though, Alice. Gregory's in the middle. Gregory shoots, and it's come off the post again.
It's interesting. The light went off in the building, so the train whistle's going off, and everybody's thinking it's a goal, but it's not.
No, another chance for Gregory in front, and he's hit the post again. We ruin these opportunities, the Thunder. He was all alone too. And Orders plays it to himself, makes a good move around one, backhand shot, and he scores!
That is a goal. That was Tim Carey. He carried it into over the line, but that was two absolutely stellar individual moves to get that puck on the tape. And Audis buries his chance and brings some life back into this building at 5-3.
Yeah. Just what the crowd was looking for to get the he's a wee celebration there. He takes his glove off and shakes his hand. He's feeling hot. But that was, that puck collection was key because he did just enough to get it onto his stick.
Yeah, interesting when it's not the first time I've seen a goal judge put the light on and have a discussion. I think they may be talking about that now. Maybe not. But I think they might be counting the first goal if he's, let's see if they change the clock. Nope, they did not. There you go. So Audis with the third goal.
Yeah, I've been a goal judge before, and sometimes you anticipate the goal. It looks so good. He's like, he's going to score here, and your trigger finger's ready. Lang.
Yeah, it's not an easy job, that's for sure.
Looking for the lane, but can't get it through tie on.
It's interesting how they've set up here. The Thunder immediately kind of fall back into a 3-2. It looks more like a penalty kill than anything else.
Yeah, it did there.
Just in front, too.
Jack Lewis trying to get some speed, puts it across for Orders, the goal scorer. And that was a good stick on there by number 86, Willis. Deflected the shot wide. Here comes Carey. Goes around Darling, trying to get the shot through the legs off even sometimes. Wamfa plays it up, just out of reach of Lewis. Dumped back in by
Sean Brown. That and it was offside. It was an icing call there.
Man, it is so fun to watch Jacob Carey and the young fellas from the Phoenix Thunder do their thing. In order, great move. Jacob Carey's lighting it up all weekend. I'm loving the young kids this year. Like, you've got Dalmatau up in Auckland, who's just also tearing it up for the Swarm. The future of New Zealand ice hockey looks pretty bright, you've got to say.
The Swarm also have Jackson Fontaine, who they stole from the Red Devils.
Shot from Wampa. Fires it past Timothy Carey, and the Thunder have drawn this game to within 1 now with some quick fire scoring in the third period.
Yeah, it's 5-4.
The crowd's excited.
As they should be. That's a couple of quick ones going right by, but I think in general the Red Devils need to close in that defense a little bit more than they have. They just gave, they're giving Audis a little too much time. They're giving Wamfer a little bit too much time, and yeah, Carey just not able to stop them all today.
Well, you know what they say, that 3-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey, and it's quickly become a 1-goal lead for the Red Devils. Maybe it's a mentality thing or a turnover here. Red Devils have an opportunity to come back. Puck goes across the front of the goal.
Well, I expected more offense today. We're getting it.
Morgan Blair trying to go around the defense. Can do it. Tane Allen there fighting to win the puck. Eden, he's got Pospisil in behind. He tries to go around. Elected not to go back to the centre.
That stayed in.
That stayed in, and Gregory got high off the boards. Bounce past Eden. Still in the zone. I think Thunder just probably want to get that out. They do. It's Gregory. Slowly works his way in, down low. Tried to get a shot towards the crease. And get picked up by Darling. Plays it down. Past Gregory. Reese will be. Oh, Reese, funny bounce. You've got one of those up in Christchurch?
Everybody's got a Zamboni door, but that was a heck of a bounce.
Yeah, just reverse on Reese. On a giveaway, Luke Tyon with a great opportunity. Shoots, trying to go through the 5-hole, and Carey shut the door.
It was a turnover like that cost the Red Devils in overtime yesterday. Luckily this time it gets stopped.
Just the wrong time to do it with a player skating onto you. Tyon again trying to win the puck. Gets pushed into the boards by Hopkins. Gregory, Daglands, loose puck, but Tyon couldn't find it. Waters turned back. He's got Darling in the far side defense. He puts a floater across ice. Waters is going to get there first to negate the icing. He's got Tyon in front, but he can't get to the puck. Red Devils play it out. They're sent back down by Blair. Turnover. Thunder can't make anything happen. They bring it out. And just as quickly the Thunder come back in. Orders, backhand shot. And Carey denies him this time around. Red Devils giving up a few turnovers in the last few minutes, and that's the coaches are going to be absolutely tearing their hair out over it.
Yeah, no, that was good defense in one respect. There was a player that gave up his body there. I wanted to say that was Dan Nichols hitting the ice. I'm not sure if it was. Everybody kind of got up differently, and but in that case, that particular dive prevented a good shot from the Phoenix Thunder and helped the Red Devils keep their lead.
Yeah, forced Ordis to go to his backhand and only his backhand. Which, unless you're something special, it's probably always going to be your weakest shot, isn't it?
Yep, always. Well, yeah, I guess unless it's something special.
But to be something really special.
Yeah. There's got to be something wrong with your
wrist.
Your wrist if your backhand is faster in that case. But
it's an interesting case in point. I was told that Connor Bedard, the first overall pick for the Blackhawks this year, had an injury to his wrist, which he attributes to his ability to dangle or take shots from a just funny angle that puts the goalies off. I'm not sure if there's much scientific to it, but that's what he says.
Well, everything that Bedard says at the moment is going to be taken as gospel until he gets on the ice. That's what a draft pick is.
If he says anything, write it down.
Yeah, well, and they're doing that dutifully in the press, that's for sure.
Get his shopping list, put it on the news. What's he eating for breakfast? Meanwhile, Thunder will enter the net. Shot from Flight off the blocker of Carey.
Rebounded off the back wall quickly.
Yeah, almost bounced back out in front. Lang Picked it up. He's going to skate out. He's going to fights, trying to chop him down, but no penalty. Tappan skates it up. Finds Eden. Oh, Eden just couldn't hold it. Man, still in front. Pass was behind him.
Two great opportunities there for the Red Devils, but they will at least get an icing out of that. It just was so close. He just, in that case, Eden couldn't pull the trigger, but
he's still going to see that.
He got a pass back, and then that still got interrupted at the last possible moment.
Yeah,
Thunder looking a bit tired on this shift. It'll be interesting to see if the Red Devils take advantage. They are not changing up either, and this will probably be a set play with Orr knocking us back.
Halfway through the third period, Thunder have done well to claw back the lead to 1 goal.
That was coming right at us.
Yeah. I was prepared to jump off here to avoid it. Oh, a big collision down below. Gregory got sandwiched. Fortis can't get it down low to Gregory. Puts his own little hit on. Red Devils play it out. Joe Orr gets it across to Brown, who puts it in below the net. Orr. Nichols lost it. He's turned it over. Lewis kicks it up. He's going to get there. Is he in time? He pulls it in. He scores! Tim Carey came out to play it, but he couldn't get there fast enough, and Jack Lewis ties this game up at 5 each. What a third period we've got here, folks. Do not look away.
Nichols just not able to hold on to it, and as that gets turned around, Tim Carey caught between two minds there. He came out, but he didn't fully commit, and that left him in no man's land, and it actually made for an easy shot to put behind him because he thought he could get there, and then suddenly realized, I think, that he couldn't, backed off just a touch, and that ties the game, 5-5.
Wow, what a period we've got on our hands with both teams scoring.
And a
goal!
Oh
my gosh, we've got another one.
How quick was that?
I don't think that was as quick as Carey, but the seconds were not. And
that is Hayden Bull getting the lead back. That is about a 7-second lead for the Thunder there, but 6-5 now the score for the Red Devils. I just really think Shook didn't get down on that puck. He was kind of caught standing.
Yeah, he was caught standing and went through the 5-hole. What a return for the Red Devils. Retaliation. This game has got it all at the moment.
It's got everything except defense.
Wow. Yeah, it still left the door. We need a goalie fight. We had one in the goalie
had one
race.
Already. That's right.
Yeah, we had one in the goalie race. We want another one.
Now, they called that icing. I guess Malinsky couldn't have gotten to that one, but it went through his legs. So I guess that's going to come back.
Now's a good time to read some sponsors out for the Phoenix Thunder. The Phoenix Original Organic naming sponsor. Proflow Plumbing and Gas, of course. Swift Contracting Limited sponsor the Power Play. Stewart Construction and Moore Drain Lane. And puck stays in. Threatened to go over the boards. Opportunity here for Malinsky. Pulls up, tried to fire it, but Darling got his pads in the way.
And if there's one thing the imports can do between Malinsky and Lang, they can skate.
A pass in front, just tipped wide. Wasn't quite strong enough on the stick there on the far side, Lang. Ever so close to putting the Red Devils up by 2. Wamford gets taken down. There's a man in front who takes a shot. That was Carey looking for his hattie.
Yeah, Steitley got in the way there. A great defense by him.
Red Devils looking threatening on this shift. Lang trying to get it to Malinsky. Tipped away from him by Darling. Carey picks it up.
And a goal.
And a score for Lang. Now the rebound off the wraparound by Carey went straight to Lang. And Shuck is frustrated with that one.
He was there. He actually, he got across to the other side as Lang was going to take a shot, but he just wasn't anticipating Lang getting that quite so high off the ice from quite such an angle, and it got by him on the left side. And he was trying to glove it, but that was a great shot by Lang.
Red Devils take control here with 7:16 left in the third period. Resurgent Thunder giving up 2 goals to the Red Devils, who do not want to give this one up. They're fighting hard. They've got a third place spot in their sights, and they're doing everything they can to get there.
Also importantly, they need to win this in regulation.
Yeah, they can't give up any points at all.
So it's good. It's maybe a goal and a half lead at the moment, if you want to look at it that way, because any overtime here is of no benefit for the Red Devils. That shot was offsides.
Yeah, it was definitely offside. Blair put that on net, and there were players from the Thunder still in the zone. Or dances around a couple, moves his legs, skates around. Blair pulls up. He's got defenseman coming in late. He gets hit hard. Flight putting in the body check. Lewis trying to go through the middle. Working his way around, trying to centre that one, but it's off the back of the net. Blair's going to pick this one up. Rips it low. And it's backhand there for Lewis. No, there's order, sorry. He still got it. He couldn't pick up the original deflection. Blair's lost it at his feet and comes out. Order's there to clean up though.
A good job, Pospisil cleaning him out at the point, and that caused that to go out in the neutral.
Tyon tried to pass to Lewis. He's going to go for a change now. And I think
that's a penalty.
Yeah, I think it's number 86 is going to get called for maybe interference.
I didn't see it.
It wasn't a big hit. I think Ian Orders put his hands up for potentially a late hit to the head. They've called contact to the head on Willis.
Huh.
That may have been picked up by the camera. I didn't see it as he passed it across. I looked. Orders had a shot to the head last week up in Queenstown. He lost a tooth off a high shot. So I wonder if he's out there playing with I'm sure his parents were very happy to see him come home with a tooth missing.
So that explains the fishbowl in this case, right?
Yeah, it was only last week. It was quite a solid hit up high, and he played on. You know, he was mouthful of blood, played on.
You know, it's funny. I know a lot of the players don't like the fishbowls, but the NCAA mandate a full cage or fishbowl, and I don't see any problem with it personally. That's my own opinion. I'd rather see everything covered up because I'm tired of seeing teeth come out, but at the same time, the players will tell you that it does make their jobs a lot harder in order to see the puck when they're going along.
Yeah, I always play with a full cage, I've never tried a fishbowl, but I've always played with a full cage because I like being able to eat, and I don't want to have to drink my food through a straw if it puck comes up high.
Importantly, it's a 5-on-3. There was an additional penalty and advantage here. And
wow, what a shot from Tristan Darling on a feed from Winford. The one-timer just blast past Gary. This Berry cannot get any more exciting now. This is incredible stuff.
And that means that one of the two penalties will come off the board, but the Thunder will stay with a man advantage here as they look to try to draw this thing.
Important to get that first one on the 5-on-3 early to give them as much time as possible on the next power play.
And I'm not sure I understand, once again, on the scoreboard. That does say 86 and 68, right? I'm not missing that.
86 and 68. Yeah. So Willis was one of them, and Hodge.
Yeah.
Hodge
would have been Hodge, yeah. Okay.
Hodge would be serving for someone else.
Well, no. Hodge would have been called there because that would have been because there were two penalties on there. So.
A team penalty.
Oh, he was serving
delaying the game, though, got called.
Interesting.
So a legal check to the head on Willis, and then a delaying of game served by Hodge.
Okay. So it was. So he was serving in that case, and he's going to continue to serve as there's a minute 48. That score was in just 12 seconds that Darling had. I didn't see the original delay of game call or warning against the Red Devils. I saw the one against the Thunder. But an interesting turn of events that they called a delay of game. Didn't take a timeout or anything there, and it's going to cost them 5-on-4 still. And Lang's got the puck.
Lang's going to skate it into the zone and head back to kill up as much time. I've seen some interesting things this year. I saw the weirdest thing I saw this year was up in Queenstown when the linesman dropped the puck when the Phoenix Thunder weren't even lined up.
Oh, yeah. I've seen those.
And I was confused. The players were confused, but, you know.
Sometimes they take the 15 seconds very literally.
Yeah, here we go. We're just going to play the puck, whether you're ready or not. Thunder trying to find their way into the zone here. This entry by Wunfer. Takes it down low. Plays it up to Darling. He's going to have some pressure on him. And his pass across ice. Picked up by Carey. Played to Lang, who couldn't drag it in. And that was a clean breakaway if he had got it. Lucky for the Thunder.
4 players over there for the Thunder trying to dig this one out.
Yeah,
Lang holding everybody off for a good 10 seconds there.
He still got it.
He still has it.
Away and he's got Carey in front.
That is incredible work by Lang.
Yeah, that's some stellar play there from Lang to kill off as much time as possible. Big clearance up ice. Caught by Darling. He finds Flight. Trying to step through a couple of players. They sandwich him and pass up and...
Stop in play.
Too many men? They been called for too many men?
Well, there were 5 players on the ice for the Red Devils here. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Yeah, that's definitely too many men. Yeah, that was an easy one for Barrett Wilson to call.
Maybe that's why they had such an easy time keeping it out of the defense.
Maybe. How long was it going on? I've certainly seen teams playing on with extra men for a good amount of time before the referee's like, hey, what's up here?
Yeah, and that's going to be Sam Marks serving that one for the Red Devils, but we are back to a 5-on-3 scenario.
27 seconds for 5-on-3.
Yeah, that's, again, it only took 12 seconds the last time to score on a 5-on-3.
Yeah.
So with a 1-goal deficit, this is season defining for the Red Devils here.
Shoot. I forgot to tell everyone to go to Kia Photos, go to the Phoenix Thunder Instagram and vote for Kia Photos. Oh, it's a goal for William Ellis. And I don't know if I can handle it anymore. I don't know, man. I can't keep this up. This is just insane. The stats page is like,
you know,
now.
What you also didn't see is they pulled the goalie for that.
Oh, wow.
Shook was off the ice. They played 6-on-3 there.
Wow.
And got the goal. That is, that's borderline insanity.
Wow.
I mean, you got 2 men. No, we don't. Yeah. That's not enough. We need a 3-skater advantage.
Yeah, we do.
But to be fair, the puck never crossed over. They scored, and it is exactly as they dialed it up. 7-7 the score.
And there's still
a power play. Yep.
Oh, they're giving up to Jacob Carey, who shoots it. Oh, it's gone over the top. Oh, my gosh. If that's the play you don't want to give it to off the face-off. Oh, my God. Oh, my word. This is incredible. For the final home game, it really is a show. This is amazing hockey.
Whatever they paid to get in the building tonight, it was well worth it.
Yeah, there was an All Blacks game on this afternoon. Yeah, the All Blacks had an absolute shocker of a game.
Well, they won.
They won. They could play that bad and still win. But this is something else. This is highly entertaining. Darling's going to have to hurry back here because Carey's on it. Eden picks it up.
So there's about a minute 15 on this penalty and 3:15 on the board, roughly 3 minutes now. So you get about 2 minutes. I would expect the Red Devils will pull at the point when they clear this penalty. And why would you pull a goalie there? Maybe they won't. Actually, they might want the 2 points as opposed to 3. I don't know, but there is a possibility that if they're tied, they may pull a goalie here.
They have to win. If 2 points, they can still get in. If the Admirals do not win any more games.
Yeah.
If the Admirals win one game, the Red Devils need maximum points.
Yeah. So it's that might be that. If it happens, that will explain it in advance as to why you would pull a goalie while you're still tied.
Malinsky's got a step, and he gets around and he goes hard to the net, and he's taken out Shuck, who's down in the net. And
that's okay. So I'm going to give my opinion here, but Shook basically flopped down. He could have gone on. That was contact by his own player mostly.
The net is off, though.
And they're getting a stoppage here as a Red Devil player had the puck and could have shot in a very empty net. That's going to be a very interesting outcome here.
That's one to go and look back on the replays there,
Oh,
Matt.
yes.
Definitely. The net is off, though, so that
Yeah, but if caused by him, theoretically that can be let go and they continue play. And if the puck goes in the net, even though it's off of its original stationary spot, would still count in a certain situation. I'll leave that to the rulebook aficionados, but I think that was a fortunate stop in play.
lucky for us as the game continues this exciting third period. I don't want it to end. We've got just under 3 minutes. Olinsky fires it across to Lang. Steitley is in front of him. He just takes his time. Giving it up. Gregory, he doesn't realize he's got someone coming on him. And offside anyway. He didn't have the urgency there, I don't think. He needed to put the pedal to the metal. But he just sort of lackadaisically skated his way into the zone. And offside's cool.
And it was an important offsides because it's only 8 seconds to go on the minor power play for the Phoenix Thunder. And after that happens, it's 2:03 on the board. So you have a minute 56 of 5-on-5, hopefully, at the end, and maybe 6-on-5. We'll see how they play it. And that penalty is off the boards.
Tyon shoots. Oh, he had the top corner lined up, but Carey got the blocker up. Another shot. It's in the side of the net.
Yep.
And I don't think the players will get that one out. It's tucked in under that white
plastic,
plastic around the base.
So stoppage in play with a minute 45 to go. This is obviously coming down to well, they're going to have to decide what they want to do here, and they continue to play 5-on-5. I guess I'll leave it as is because they are not going to give up they're not going to pull the goalie in that situation anyways because they got to break out first, but we'll see.
Allen picks it up for the Thunder, looks across to Wamfart. He's got Carey Hassan. Oh, looking dangerous. It's almost a turnover, but it gets out, escapes the zone and sent back in by Nichols. Wamfart across to Allen, up to Ordis. That's going to be offside if he goes in, and it is offside. Bit of a stuttering sort of a few moments here with this game drawing to a close at 67 seconds left.
Sort of drawing to a close. It's still tied.
Yeah.
We're not done here yet, that's for sure.
Yeah, certainly. We've got a couple more goals in us, surely, with a minute 7 remaining.
I'll guarantee you there's at least one.
Ellis draws in 2 players, makes the pass down low. Gregory, oh, he's giving it up. Here come the Red Devils. Pass in front, doesn't get to the front of the crease. It's still there, but it's loose, and it's the Thunder coming away for the crowd roars as out comes Jackson Flight. Wamfart looking for Alice, who tipped it in towards the goal, but it doesn't go. Now he got to stick on that. Lang trying to pass to himself. He pulls up, looks across. Brown shoots and into the glove of Shook.
Save.
That's an important save. That's a huge save from Shook. And I've reverted to calling him Shuck because I'm too excited.
No, I'm shook over that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get one pun in.
What a great play from Lang to just pull up there and find Brown, who was coming in the zone. And it was a great shot too. It was under the bar.
Yeah, it was just under the bar. That would have taken him to the lead, but Shook was there.
Tyon will go click this one. He just needs to get this one out over the blue line, I think, importantly. Kicked ahead by Tyon. Lewis is going to wave off the
10 seconds.
The icing. Can he get it to the front here? Looks to the point for Blair, who fires it. It's loose. It's a turnaround shot from Tyon. Goes wide. A funny bounce out in front, but it's picked up by the Red Devils. And the game, well, regular time has come to a close. We have got 5 minutes of hugely exciting hockey ahead of us as the Red Devils can't close it out near the end. They had a 2-goal lead with a few minutes left, but the penalties were very important. Thunder
took full advantage of penalties in the third period in taking this back, because the offense has been there for the Red Devils today overall. 7 goals should be enough to win a game, but giving up 7 goals, I guess both teams could say 7 goals should be enough. However, here we are playing overtime, so we'll have a 3-on-3 overtime for 5 minutes, and if it goes beyond that, we'll have a 5-person shootout. And like I said, I guarantee you somebody's going to score before we go home.
Yeah,
but
at least one person.
Again, this for the Red Devils, not an ideal outcome. They get a point. They might get 2 points. This point is very important for them to come away. It will effectively be a split if they can manage a win here, because it'll be 3 points each. They get 3 out of 6, and they'll have 4 games left, and that is a
possible 12 points to get them to 20 or 21 or 22.
Yep. 21. So the math starts to get very tight. In fact, we should probably take a look for those who are real puck heads and they're taking a look at the other stuff. Do we have the score on the other game?
Yeah, look that up. There's been 8 goals scored this period.
Yeah, it was pretty insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Come on, Hydra, don't fail me now.
Yeah, I think if you can't find it,
it is 1-1 in the second.
Yeah. And goals to Dylan Dixon and Jeff Sola.
And it's over. It's 2 periods over, so there's only going to be the third period after that. And they may have overtime. You never know. The way this is going, this has just been such a wacky weekend. Everybody, even the other game, we had yesterday's game was overtime here.
Yep.
The game in Queenstown went down to the wire. It was an empty netter to make it the third goal to win 3-1, and that third goal was with 2 seconds to go. So wild action all weekend, and we're less than a minute away to. This does look a little odd with Jackson Flight sitting knelt down at center ice. It's not a shootout yet. It is 3-on-3.
Not sure why he's just focusing on the game.
Is. That's one of those things that you get a picture of that, you put it on the poster next year and say, come see us.
Of course, these teams are going to do it again next weekend.
Oh, that's the best part.
Yeah, they're going to do it up
Are you coming down?
I'm coming up to Christchurch to help you out up there.
All right. A little change in roles. Well, maybe I'll call play-by-play next time. I don't know. I kind of like this, sitting here and kind of just calling things as I see them between. It's a relief knowing that you're there to do play-by-play if I need it.
So the Red Devils have got out there Joe Ward, Jacob Carey, and Sean Brown. On the Phoenix Thunder, we've got Womfer at defense with Flight and Ortis. Red Devils control the puck off the face-off. Sean Brown.
And that's a giveaway. This is exactly what happened the last time. Luckily, that's in the corner.
Ortis.
I guess luckily for the Red Devils in that case.
Ortis lost it to Carey. 2 young players battling it out for supremacy in tonight's game. Carey makes the pass off. Taken in by turnover here, but Sean Brown is going to get there. Phoenix Thunder fans getting excited on that one. Now they've got a 2-on-1, the Red Devils, with Carey. Tried to drag it, shot across, it's loose. It's still loose in the crease, and I think Shucks found it.
Oh, that's a very close one for Womfer, putting his hand on that puck in the crease. I don't think that's exactly what happened. Shook got run into by his own guys. They're going to ask for some help maybe, or maybe not. He did kind of motion to the bench there.
This is potentially Toby Shook's last ever game for the Phoenix Thunder. We will keep you guessing. I'm sure he will keep you guessing, but he's playing on home ice for the last time this year, that's for sure.
Well, he's had an exciting one to go out on, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And we're being picky about where everybody stands. He drops the puck.
Both teams have changed their personnel. Darling luckily skates through a couple. He's got Gregory on the side. Gregory fires, but it's a nice block. Whistles.
That was offside the whole time.
Offside, yeah.
That was a pretty late whistle there for where they were.
Unless we didn't hear it, but it did seem like a late whistle.
Anyway, that never happened.
That would never have counted.
No, I mean, once they got in the blue line, all those shots and everything, it was down low. I wonder if it was just kind of calm and collected because they thought it was and were.
We're offside. Let's not try hard.
Yep, it's happened before. I've seen it a couple of times, but we'll see what happens here.
Last night's overtime hero Parasite not here, traveling to South Korea for a NZIHL camp. Thunder trying to win the puck here, the battle in the corner. Alice trying to force it towards the net. Eden through the neutral zone, avoids a checker flight. Tried to play it to himself. Wampa picks it up, looks across to Alice. I think he might have been trying to go for a change. He's turned it over. Flight though keeps it in. Red Devils almost had a breakaway there. Yeah, Alice is gassed. He's going.
Nothing more important than changes on 3-on-3.
On jumps Ortis. Lang turns up. He's got a man in the centre. It's Malinsky who shoots it right into the logo of Toby Shook. Lang is
taken out by Flight there, and the linesman mentioning it to the referee at the moment.
Don't think they can go back and make a retroactive call, can they?
Only if it's a major, if I'm not mistaken, but I think that's the case. I saw it happen in Christchurch already this year, so it can happen, but I don't think that's what that warranted.
Face off. Taken by the Phoenix Thunder. It's Ian Ortis with it. Looks for Gregory. Lays it off for Ortis. Ortis trying to put a fancy move on. Going looking for the gap in between the pads of Carey. Red Devils know that possession is key. They wait. Going for the breakout now. Around one. Pospisil's waiting for it. He's got it. He goes for the deke. It's loose and it's cleared out by Darlene. Pospisil made a great move. He's got it, so he played it. Played out by Shook. Red Devils still have it.
Being careful with possession here, it's key.
Malinsky finds Brown. Turns it back for Pospisil. Brown trying to go around Ortis, trying to centre it. Malinsky fires.
Whoa.
Ooh, wow,
what a wrister there, huh?
He fired that one. That had some heat on it.
And Shook was up to it, the Thunder goalie, with a good glove save. It was one of those pucks that looked like it was going to just skip over the blocker, or the leg pad there, and just it was close, but he got that glove out, and good time to do it.
Changes for both teams. The Thunder look gassed at the end of that shift. Reese gets a hit from Wampa. Nice clean win of the puck. It's Alice. Finds Lewis. Looks across. Nice knockdown from Carey.
That's a hold coming up.
And there's a delayed penalty as Timothy Carey will head to the bench, get that extra player out there. The Devils have got 4-on-3. Lang fires a shot. It's gone wide. There's a loose puck trying to knock it on.
Reese with two digs at it, but Shook there. And that is... Well,
Shook's.
I saw the referee go to the hips, too. So there's more to this story. Ellis is going for the initial foul.
2 for Hook and 2 for abusive officials, I would say. So that's going to be, it's going to be a double minor, and it's going to be power play till the end of the game. It would have been a power play to the end of the game anyway.
Yeah, the double minor doesn't matter much at this point. It might make him ineligible for the shootout. I'm not sure, but that's about it.
Does.
Yeah.
I think it does if you're on a penalty.
You can't shoot power play when you're, or a penalty while you're in the box.
So I believe
timeout
called by Canterbury Red Devils.
Yep. And they're going to have, so the way it works, if you're unfamiliar, a penalty that happens in 3-on-3, you cannot have more than 3, or you can't have 3 players removed from the ice. So the Thunder will be out there with 3 skaters and a goalie, but the reward is that the Red Devils will have 4 skaters out plus the goalie in this shootout, and that will extend for as long as that power play is on there. So the penalty on the board to number 15, 2 minutes on the board, but only 1:34 remaining in overtime, and they'll finish this out 4-3 unless there's another penalty.
Lang wins it back from Malinsky. It's Flight on his back, but he gets it back to Lang. Lang looks around. What has he got? Pass across from Eden. It's been a turnover. Who's got it? Gregory's got Wampa with him. Gregory tries to fire a hard shot. He couldn't get it through the sprawled defensive player.
And Lang's a defenseman by trade. It really showed up right there.
Carey lays it back to Lang. Malinsky's got a lane. He likes to pass across. Malinsky again. Carey's setting up. Goes to the man in front and a little deflection and shut the door.
Yeah, Eden went 5-hole on him, but Shook grabbed it in between the legs and got a face-off, and that was critical as we are losing time on this one. 45.5 seconds to go in overtime. The 4-on-3 continues, and some fresh legs out there for the Red Devils.
Eden goes off. Pospisil comes on. He's at the point. Thunder will want a good, clean win here to give them a chance to clear this out. They get it back. Darling fighting for it. Can he get a clean? He's still fighting for it. Malinsky's on top of him. He's got Carey there helping out. Red Devils do eventually win the puck. Some time eaten up. And at the top is Pospisil. Didn't fire it. Carey was on the back door. Malinsky couldn't find him though and is tipped into the netting.
Wamfer with a good stick there, getting a stoppage in play. 16.4 left on the overtime. The Red Devils have been very patient thus far to try to get good positioning, but their patience needs to end here as they are running out with what's on the clock.
Yeah, 16 seconds remaining. They get a clean win. Pospisil fires and another one goes deflecting into the netting. Thunder doing all they can to keep this puck from heading towards Toby Shook. Oh, this game is so good. This game is so good. It's had it all.
The good part, Matt, we get to do 2 more.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, this is going to be a classic battle between teams from Canterbury and Dunedin or Otago. As always, Lang fires a shot.
What a glove save.
Shuck just flashes the leather. And as we've seen him do in times past, he's denying teams that final goal.
Just 4 seconds to go here.
Got to tie this one up. Ian Ortis, what can he do here? He gets it back, and he wins the puck, and he gets it over the blue line, and
that does it.
That is it for overtime here in Dunedin. We have got ourselves a shootout.
Now, a couple of games ago, I was reminded of this. We actually thought that it was the NHL rule for a little while, and it was three shooters each way. And then we learned very quickly that's not the case. IIHF is 5 shooters. So we'll have to see how this goes. And again, I don't believe that William Ellis can participate in this as he's in the box. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's the case. But I'm not sure he would have been selected as a shooter anyways. Don't know.
I think he would have. Yeah, I think he would have as one of our import players. He's shown some great hands and some good shooting in the season. It could be William Ellis's last game for the Phoenix Thunder here in Dunedin. It could be Ryan Wamford's last game for the Phoenix Thunder here in Dunedin, but we don't know. The future holds many things that we're uncertain of. So,
well, I wanted to say for these 2 games, Wamford has played probably the best overall hockey of any player out there that I've seen this weekend. He's been involved in everything that's been important. So shout out to him. I think he's just been stellar. There's been a lot of great plays this weekend, but he's been in so many of them. It's very memorable.
Yeah, he has been an integral part of the team. And his girlfriend Abriana's also played an integral part. She's been serving the drinks up there in the centre. I got a couple up for her last night. Thank you, Abriana.
And Jacob Carey to take the first one here.
Who else? Comes in from Toby's right. Shoots and scores. Puts it past the glove of Toby.
Individual effort there. Now, the last shootout that they had against Auckland, the Red Devils failed to score in 5 attempts, so that gets them off that one and an early lead, 1-0.
Yeah, good start for them. Jack Lewis going first for the Phoenix Thunder. Up against Timothy Carey. Another slow entry coming in from the right of the goalie. Tried to go to the 5-hole and Carey says no. Tried to make that little quick move, just that little shoulder dip to the right and then come back to the 5-hole.
Next up, Lachlan Hodge for the Red Devils. Interesting choice. Young man, 17 years old. See how he goes.
See what the young fella can do here. Up the middle. Oh, he went to the backhand, but Toby kicked out his right pad. Couple of quick moves from Hodge.
He had Shook moving right to left, but that last second kick was just enough.
It's one thing that Toby does have, and that is span. He's got lots of wingspan on his legs and his arms. Here comes Tristan Darling. Oh, he tried to stuff that one too.
I've yet to see one go through the center logo. That's that one just, I'm sure he'll want that back, as that kind of just went into the gear of Carey there.
So we've got the Red Devils up by 1 after 2 shots each.
Hayden Gould taking that one. That was a good kick save there.
Yeah. Toby Shuck kicked out the left pad and Bull couldn't get it through. Ryan Wogfer, the man we were just talking about. Can he draw it up here even with a goal?
He does.
He goes to the backhand, drew it right out to the right and put it back the other way. We got 1 each here. Oh, the crowd's on the edge of their seat.
1-1 after 3, and Malinsky out to take for the Red Devils.
The import, can he do it for his adopted team? Big circles, shoots slow and hard, but Shuck had the pad in the way. And Malinsky couldn't do it.
And Gregory out.
Well, Gregory, can he put the Thunder up by 1 here in the 4th attempt? Yet to see someone come in with speed and just rip one. He's gathering speed. He shoots on.
Post. Hit the crossbar.
That's the 3rd time tonight he's hit the iron. That is, he's going to be having nightmares. And that
is going to even it up. From here on out, it's a single inning, if you will. Nick Lang out for the 5th round.
If
tied.
Red Devils score, then the Phoenix Thunder must score.
And here comes Nick Lang.
Oh, he's gathering speed here. Oh, he went for the slap shot and he hit it right into the chest of Shuck, who had no trouble with that one. And this could be the winning shot from Ian Ordis if he can put it home.
Ordis has the game on his stick. We'll see what he does here. A miss goes to round 6.
He scored late last night to tie it up and send it to overtime. Can he be the overtime hero tonight? Ian Ordis. Oh, nice blocker from Carey.
Round 6. Because why not?
This could keep on going, and I wouldn't be.
I got to drive home tonight, Matt. Come on.
Do you really? Oh, no.
Give me a break.
You haven't got another night to stay?
Yeah.
Right, who's going? The Red Devils have no idea who's going.
Is it a repeat? Can they repeat their players or not?
The goalies should have a go.
Only after 10, right?
Oh,
you know,
God.
the 11th player. That would be appropriate.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, and they
or if they just have a shot from from their blue paint. Someone's going to go Red Devils.
Well, they're sending Carey back out, so they can repeat. I guess that was what they were trying to sort out. Here we go.
Scored on his first attempt. Oh, he tried to stuff it around the pads, but Toby Shuck was wise to that one. He was putting in some good moves. He was using the footwork to try and deceive him.
And they send Wamfer back out.
Ryan Wamfer, he scored in his first attempt. Can he do it twice to send the crowd into jubilation in the final home game for the Phoenix Thunder? He shoots and scores! Ryan Wamfer does it! Oh, and the crowd is going ballistic here. And the Phoenix Thunder have won 2 out of 2 in their last round at home here in the NZIHL 2023. Toby Shook, surrounded by his teammates, crushing the hopes of the Red Devils, who still have a mathematical chance, but it's
dwindling.
Steep hill to climb.
Yeah, if you're going to send out a home crowd on a season ender, I can't think of a better way to do it.
Yeah, if you want them coming back next year after what has been a tough season, that game there is a great advertisement for NZIHL in terms of the absolute skill that was on display by both teams. Young players doing it, old hats doing it, imports making impacts. We had 8 goals in the third period, 14 goals in regular time.
It was quite an offensive show given what yesterday was as well. I mean, we had such a tight game yesterday. Came down right to the end, 3-2. In this case, 7 goals, didn't even decide it for each team. And again, the offense on fire for both clubs, but the Phoenix Thunder pulling this out in a shootout, getting an overtime win, and giving the Red Devils a very difficult path forward. In saying that, the Dunedin Phoenix Thunder are going to have to come down to Canterbury now and have a 2-game series in Christchurch. So
I'm looking forward to it.
If they're anything like this, my goodness, that place is going to sell out pretty quickly, because this has been some fantastic hockey to watch this weekend.
Yeah, two quite evenly matched teams going at it, and what more could you want? I haven't got a text to tell me who the Kia Photos Player of the Day is, but I'm going to give it to the man who scored twice in the shootout, Ryan Wamfer. Why not? You know, there's too many other players to choose from. You know, with 14 goals in the game, how do you pick one player out of all that? So just give it to the man of the hour who won the game. Well, Matt, it's been absolutely fantastic having you down here in Dunedin. A couple of stellar games here. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
On behalf of myself, Matt Chavez, the rest of the volunteers here, Connor Dobson and Josh Dixon on the camera, thank you for everything and watching this season. 2023 has been a blast. I hope you can all join us again next year for more Phoenix Thunder home games. But don't forget, the rest of the season's still going on. Keep an eye out for the NZIHL action coming up next week.
Oh, and don't forget to turn into the stream on the other one right now.
Yeah, it's still going. Yeah, I think the
Admiral Stampede. Yeah,
the Stampede just took a lead. So yeah,
there you go.
Go check that out. All right, folks, that's us from Dunedin in 2023. We'll see you next year.
And we'll see you next week.
Cool.